politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls and Keene, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike and Marty. We're here today with Floyd Lawrence. We're going to be talking about their summer programs. But first, Marty with local events.
So, starting on Friday night at the Bellows Falls Opera House is Jurassic World Rebirth. How many Jurassic Worlds can you have?
More dinosaurs.
Is there dinosaurs?
There's dinosaurs. There's more dinosaurs. The classic movie this week is sponsored by Greater Falls Insurance, and it's Goodwill Hunting. I won't go through the whole shebang, but Friday is the big celebration out in Saxons River. It starts with the 5K race. Registration at 7:30, 8:30 this is the race. The parade's at 9:30. The Grand Marshal this year is Troy Wonderly. There'll be a street fair, games, food.
Yes.
I mean,
Gaslight Tinkers
Gaslight
are playing.
Tinkers.
Some other people are playing.
Ezra
They're still
Holloway.
looking for volunteers.
Excellent
So if
for
you're looking
volunteers.
to help out, they could use it. There are a couple of volunteers short in some
Oh,
different
good,
spots.
good. And it's a pretty busy day. So.
Yes.
And if you're going to be
And
there
they
anyway,
really
why not volunteer?
packed it with even more than they had before.
Have they?
It's-
Yeah, because you had Rick and you had them on while I was away, so
Yes,
you know way
yes.
more about it than I do. On Saturday, so if you missed the 4th of July celebration in Saxon River, you're still looking for something to do this weekend. Saturday at the Robertson Paper Company Field is the Bandwagon Series. I'm gonna blow this name, Laku Mizik. He is a Haitian musician. It's going to be, I think it's kind of connected to the Great River Co-op because Gary Fox talked about it when he was here a few weeks ago. There'll be Bar Hill Cocktails and Smoke and Bowls will be providing food. So if you're looking for something to do on Saturday, go down and support. Starts at 6 o'clock. Go down to Robertson Field and support local.
Yeah, lots of good live music lately. We had
Yes.
Floyd at the farmers market.
Farmers Market.
That was great.
That was fun. Thank you. We enjoyed it. We played it a couple years ago.
I was gonna say it's like the second time you've kicked off the
Yeah.
farmers market. Yeah.
So they called and we said yes. I don't know why we would say yes, but no, it was actually I love the outdoor stuff. It's so much fun, and the kids being able to come to see.
Oh yes, that was
So-
very cute. Didn't know.
Yeah, the grandbabies love it, and other people's. One girl came up to me afterwards, and I think she wrote me on Facebook and said, "My 5-year-old wants to be a rock star now." so that's
And you
great.
said sign them up.
Sign them up. So yeah, to be able to play to the kids once in a while is fun. So something a little different.
Yeah.
And we just played PKs, which is a different crowd, but that was a good time too.
There
So-
might have been, who knows, there might have been people there that might have wanted to be a rock star too.
Yeah, you don't know.
You never know.
don't know.
You never know.
And when they see me, I think they say, "Oh, it's that easy." It's really not that hard after all. I mean, if he's doing it.
So you have a new song out?
We have a new song. We worked on it last year, and the grandbabies, we were just talking about them, but Velvet, Lita, and Nyla, and the little boy's not singing yet, and he just wants to see grandpa videos. Grandpa videos. But you talk about dinosaurs, now grandpa videos are out,
Dinosaurs are
T-Rex is in.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
And
too
it's
bad.
like, do you want to watch my videos? And it's like, no, T-Rex. So, but yeah, so the girls heard the song a couple times, and we had recorded it. When we write a song, I write the words down and I read them. And then that's it. I don't remember the words unless we play it enough times, but we really didn't play it that many times. We're not recording at Rob Bridges as much, which I miss Rob because he's amazing. But with our schedules, I just record at home. And so the girls just picked up the words so quickly that we just incorporated them and put them to work singing in the song. So
And it was very entertaining. And the crowd loved it too. It was just...
thank you. Yeah, you've captured them a couple times because we did the Waypoint a couple years ago, and you captured them, and Alex caught them too on video, and your pictures are amazing. You and Sue are always getting our band on when we do events in the town, and the girls love to see themselves. So.
Oh, good.
But it's funny when they're singing. We practiced it at home, and I'm behind them playing the guitar, and they're singing, and my wife Sue is watching, and one of them takes her hand behind her back and signals because I was singing too much. She doesn't stop singing. She doesn't stop looking. She just gives less of you, and I'm thinking. Didn't I write this song?
That's starting young.
Yeah. Divas? I mean, I wrote the song. Can I join in? It's like, no. So they're hurtful already.
So do we have that? Can we get the video?
Can we go to the clip of This Is Our Goodbye Song?
Goodbye song, yes. Finally, the video's done.
If this is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long. Though my time is done, you're left to do it all alone. Just sing the song and carry on. If this is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long. And if we shared a laugh, I thank you for that. If you shed a tear, wouldn't change a thing for all those years. If this is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long. If this is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long. I just have to say, I'll miss you. And if by the grace of God I can see you for a while, look up in the clouds, you'll see me smile. This is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long. This is my goodbye song, please let it be known that I had a good time with you so long.
So
Well, that's
inquiring
amazing.
minds want to know,
Thanks.
so this is your goodbye song. Is that you, are you retiring? Are you
Well-
passing the torch? What's the scoop?
I'm kind of passing the torch, but I'm not retiring. But I thought, if you wait too long, you can't write the goodbye song.
True, there's that.
I thought, well, I can wait and do it. Well, actually, I can't wait and do it then. So I thought I would write it. And I was just reminiscing one night with the different versions of the band. And the latest version is the longest running, actually. We just realized that. With Jake on drums.
Refresh my memory. What was the original Interept? Who was originally Interept?
So I'll take you back even a little further. There was Stan Rummel, the music teacher. He had a local band. It was Stan, Sean Trackman, and Tom Barry.
Okay.
And I went to Boz, and I went to watch them play. They did Baker Street. Do you remember that song? Used to think that it was so easy. You're crying now. And then Skeets would come in with the Stan with the sax, and Tom was doing the bongos. And I was blown away. Got 3 kids from Westminster, and they were young. And I was like, wow.
I want to be a rock star.
I want to play with them guys. And as it turns out, Tom moved away. I took over on drums because of my talent. Well, I was the only other drummer in Westminster. But
What was your talent?
it was still a big part of the talent thing. And we all moved to D.C. And Stan received an award and talks about it. And it was so much fun. So we moved to D.C. with Sean, and we played down there. And we had a ball. We
This would have been what year? This would have been just the beginning of the 80s,
maybe
right?
81 or 82,
I was gonna say,
because I
I'd have been pretty
remember
early.
Beat It came on the radio
Mm-hmm.
on my way to work. And I was listening to it, and I got to band practice that night, and I said, you are not going to believe Michael Jackson's new guitar player. And Stan says, yeah, that's Eddie Van Halen. I said, no. This was a Michael Jackson song. And Stan said, yeah, Michael hired Eddie to play the solo. I was like, okay, that explains it, because I was like, I don't know who that guitar player is.
He's really good.
But yeah, so we played for a couple years, and then I came back, and I wanted to start. I wanted to start a family here, not in D.C. And I was sick of company coming, because when you live in D.C., it turns out everybody wants to come visit you to go see the monuments. So I saw Air and Space maybe 85 times in a couple of years, and the White House more than I care to see ever again. So we moved back to start a family, and then I got Tom DeBell, and he was a local guitar player, very good. Al LaPlante from Springfield. I was on drums singing, and Will Weston. And that was the original Intercept lineup.
Wow.
And Tommy DeBell came up with the name, and it's a little fuzzy, but I always thought he came up with Interception, and I shortened it to Intercept because I was making the banner, and I didn't know how to spell interception, so I thought, let's just shorten it up just a little bit to Intercept. But that was the original lineup. And then, and I've been fortunate to have a lot of fun with all the lineups. Then Rob Campagna took over on guitar. Tommy fell in love, moved away. Rob moved away, and Bud and Russ came with kicker. And then I played a short time with Chris Mack and Derek Stribling took over on bass. And we needed a drummer. And Scott Bashaw was our drummer. And Scott had retired and moved on. And that was a great version of the band. Rob, Scott, Al, and myself. We had a ball. But then Chris Mack's version, we needed a drummer, and Jake came to me, my oldest, and said, I'll take over. And I thought, you're a kid. Beat it. What do you mean? We're professional musicians here, mister. And he goes, I said, okay, play Radar Love in practice. And he sits down behind the drum. Do, 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 do. And he's looking off, and he's bored, texting someone. Do, 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 do. And I was so mad that he played it so well. I said, fine, you can be the drummer, but that's not you didn't play it exactly right. But,
You got a lot to learn.
yeah, and you'll learn from us. We will teach you. But truth be known, he was very talented. And then from there, Josh took over on bass. And Josh joined when he was 15, and I believe he's 36. So it's pretty
been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a bit. And then their friend, Jason Plazinski's the longest running guitar player. So this version of Intercept's the longest running. We're thinking 11 years with Jason, and the kids, Josh has been playing for 20 years. I remember
That's amazing.
Colonel's Cabin, one of the first clubs he played at, he would have been around 15 years old playing bass, maybe 16. But I remember the club being upset because we took him on his 21st birthday to celebrate.
Yeah.
And the club owner looks at me and says, "Hey, that little SOB has been in my club drinking for about 3 years." And I was like,
Oops.
"My son? No." And he goes, "He better have been of age." And I said, "Oh, yeah.
We're just re-celebrating his 21st
re-celebrating.
birthday.
It's his third anniversary of his 21st birthday.
And we were like, "When do you get home, mister?" But yeah, so I thought, I was reminiscing, and I thought I had a good time with you. And I did have a good time with every version of the band. In between there, Nate Willard was a guitar player for a while. That was fun. So every version of the band, I've had a good time.
So
I
it was
can't
more of a
complain.
tribute.
Yeah, kind of.
Because I saw it, you'd posted it on Facebook. I'm like, I can't believe Floyd's ever going to actually retire from it. Because so that's nice. That's a nice. And then I think the last time you were here, one time were here, you had done a video of all the people in the industry that are just not here anymore. The people in the industry locally that are just not here anymore because we have lost quite a few.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if the two were kind of came in sync. You got reminiscing. And
I did, and I wanted to do that again, and you realize there's so many now at my age. I used to, I always remember, is it the Academy Awards for movies?
Yes.
And my mom would say, "Oh," because they do the tribute to all the people gone. And I would never know any of them. And my mom would say, "Oh, she was a lovely actress." And then a guy would come, "Oh, he was so handsome. He was such a good actress." And I'd be like, "I don't know any of these people." Well, now I know them all when they do the tribute.
Yeah.
So it scares me a little bit. So, but no, the song kind of evolved around just reminiscing of all the versions of the band and having a good time and making sure I let people know before I go that I did have a good time.
Yeah.
That's funny. So is there anything on the Intercept horizon? Is there do you have an anniversary date when you first do you know that date?
We don't really have an anniversary, but there is a band, Turn It Loose, that does an anniversary every 5 years, I believe.
But I'm wondering if there's going to be maybe a Intercept Palooza where all of the old
It would be
members,
so much
all
fun.
of the old people
Yeah,
from
come in there.
Intercept
That's my
came
point.
in.
Turn It Loose does that. And
Do
I
they?
always said it would be fun to
Mm-hmm.
do that and get all the band members together. And then I thought about maybe working with Rob Bridge. Maybe we've had such good luck with the recordings at Bryce Sequins and Northern Star and Northern Tracks and Rob Bridge Studios. But getting all the members involved in a song
That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be very cool.
that'd
to
be very
do a song. In my head, I was thinking of something like "We Used to Rock This Town," or that was the idea. And I've been working on a song to that effect and have different members
That would
come
be
in and
so
do.
cool. Have you seen? Because during COVID, it's a Foo Fighters song. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it's a popular Foo Fighters song, and my old brain is not letting me think of the name of it. But they had a bunch of different singers. They did it all via video, they put them all in so that all of these different singers had different parts in this one song.
I haven't
and it was a video.
And maybe I have seen it actually, but
After we finish the show, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
that would be a cool video that you could do if you come up with a song, and then everybody could record it at home. They can record their part of it at home, and then you connect it into one video. And it's just really cool.
yeah, I would like, because 2020 we used to write that way. I would send the guitar player parts, and he would send me back his lead, and then I'd cut it out and paste it. And it was crazy that during those times where you can't get together, we were able
Times
to
like these. That's
Yeah.
it's that
Yeah.
Foo Fighters
Oh,
song.
is
Times
that the
like
song?
these.
Times
Yeah.
Like These.
Yeah. Knew it would come. But that would just be cool. That would be because we've talked about this before when you've been here. There were so many local bands back in the day here, and there's so many opportunities, and it's just to kind of pay a tribute to that rock in the town. That's really cool.
That's kind of something I was thinking of. And Tommy visits periodically, and when he came up, I could get his parts right then, even though I couldn't possibly get everybody
Right.
together.
Right.
With technology now.
You can.
just
That's
do it,
that's
yeah.
the thing. You can get them together.
Yep, Tommy, do your parts, and,
Yeah, and then
we'll work
create-
you in.
That's really cool.
And like you said, they can send me via.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I've been thinking of, and I think it would be a lot of fun finding the time.
I know when people call you up because of water main break and you have to be in the mud till 8 o'clock at night.
I gotta say, when I showed up here a couple weeks ago and you had that water main break, Marty's just juggling this person. We got to get this done, and I'm just like, why is there a swimming pool
in the backyard.
in the backyard? I mean, that's pretty big. But shout out, by the way, to James. Tony helped me again, James, with parts. Cole Streeter came and
with the ditch
got
mob.
rid of this
Got rid
swimming
of the
pool
swimming
quickly.
pool.
The town was here helping, and Denny Bazin lent us a part to get us water that night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really amazing that a small community,
Can come together like that
yeah,
to solve that problem.
yeah, and
that's-
being able to
Yeah.
juggle that, I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
Because if you're able to juggle and get all these people to work together, you can get the water back on. And that's
can.
the
That's
the
nice thing.
yeah.
And that's what there's an environmental guy that was here, documenting this stuff, and he was like, "Wow, you really people really." I said, "People, it's community. It's small town. It's community. People know and people come when you call them,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty.
And
of it.
that's a good thing, and it's not. I mean, it's not competitive. It would be very easy for these other businesses
to say,
to
why
say,
aren't you hiring
have them
me?
give me a
Yep.
call
Yep.
if they need help. Have them call us.
Yep.
And they don't. They're right there quickly because they've dealt with situations. So it is amazing
It is
to
cool.
be in a small community.
Yes.
It is.
That's one of our themes.
Yeah.
It is totally,
is.
totally,
Yeah.
totally,
Totally.
totally about how, you got to foster that local. You foster the local, or you're gonna, especially like right now.
Yeah,
But-
and
so-
that's what's great about the show. That's why I tune in, and that's why I love to come on. And I've got my own coffee cup.
I know you brought your feed mug with you. That's even more.
And
So,
so we have the big gig coming up.
I was
Oh,
going to
that's
say
what I was
before we
gonna
get
say.
out
Where
of
are you
time.
playing?
So we got we'll do the benefits and not Roots on the River, Music in the Meadow.
Oh,
Yep.
Music in the
Music
Meadow.
in the
yeah.
Meadow. We've got that scheduled. We've got another benefit maybe for the fire department. And people are like, you do a lot of benefits. How come? And it's like, well, I asked for this amount of money,
And they're like, nope.
and they say no, and then I say, okay, benefit. That's pretty much how a benefit comes about. So I got to work on that part.
You do.
But we have which Mike took some amazing pictures, and it was great to see you. You caught the girls singing, my grandbabies, at Westminster's.
Yeah, that was in the clip.
Yep. And then you caught us a couple years ago down to the Waypoint, or maybe last year.
It was
I
last
guess.
summer, yeah.
And then we're at the Waypoint this year.
And
For
we-
Old Home Days,
And you
right?
had Amy on a couple.
Yes.
We did, yep.
Maybe last weekend talking about it, and she said, "Awesome band Intercept," and I thought, we need to quickly grab that soundbite because you don't hear that every day, and let's play that until people are like, we got to hear Amy say "Awesome band Intercept" again. I'm just going to play that soundbite, but we'll be there with Roy's. And
And
Rick
B19.
and V19.
And
And they sound amazing.
And I think the Milk House Heaters are there too.
Oh, yeah. I haven't
Ian
seen
and
them
Jim.
yet, but I've heard a lot about them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're a good local
They
band.
do a lot of local stuff in there. Yeah.
So, so that's always fun. And it's always nice when it's a comfortable 102.
Yeah, yeah.
Which it usually is in August.
Yeah.
That last year it was really hot. You
That's
guys
when
were in
you
the sun and,
that's when you drag your feet. Like this microphone is very easy to plug in.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's 102 and you got to play for 2 hours,
Gets a
you'd be
little hot.
surprised. This is 15 minutes to plug it in. And they're like, aren't you going to start playing? Got to plug in this microphone. Got another 15 minutes here. Okay, we're almost ready. And when it's 102, you also end 15 minutes early to give yourself enough time to unplug the microphone.
Okay. Speaking of time, we are running out of time.
I yappered. I can't stop.
You were going to do a song, but
It's
we
my
can't.
coffee.
I don't think we can do that now. But
Well, thank you guys for having us on and keeping the band spirit going and all the local stuff you
Yeah.
guys do. We appreciate it.
and we appreciate you
coming
coming
on.
on and doing this stuff. And
We'll come on again because we are going to work on a new CD. We've got that song to put on it. Josh has just came up with a great bass line. So we're
coming back.
Awesome.
And that's it. We're out of time.
Bye, community.
We'll see you.
Mike and